Hello and welcome to IndianExpress.com, and today we are unboxing two brand new Xiaomi products. One is of course the flagship Xiaomi 12 Pro smartphone and the new Xiaomi Pad 5. Is this good enough to take on the iPad? And what about the Xiaomi 12 Pro? Let's take a closer look at both these devices. So this is the box for the Xiaomi 12 Pro. Of course, this is a 5G ready device. Let's quickly take it out. It's taking quite a while. And this is the new phone. So we have the black colored variant so that we don't get distracted. So here we have the Xiaomi 12 Pro out of the box. Now this is in the black color variant. It looks quite stunning. I can't quite explain the feel in the video because it's something you really have to touch. It's a very different colored, different texture at the back. It doesn't feel like the typical glass the phones that you get, though this is glass at the back, but the way it's been built, it looks very unique, it looks very different. Now it's got a triple camera at the back. Xiaomi's using 50 MP cameras all the way, so these are all 50 MP cameras. There's a 50 MP wide angle camera, 50 MP ultra wide angle camera, and a 50 MP telephoto camera. Interestingly, Xiaomi has not added a macro mode out here, and they've just gone with making sure that your portraits, etc. look great on this device, and your ultra wide shots look great. Night mode is actually supported on all three cameras, which is very interesting to see. How the camera performs, we'll have to wait and see with our review. The front camera is 32 MP. It's got a slightly curved display at the front. This is a 120Hz display. It's a 2K resolution display. Coming to the battery, it's got a 4600 mAh battery, and it comes with 120 watt fast charging, which we've also seen on previous Xiaomi phones, such as the Xiaomi 11i Hypercharge and the Xiaomi 11T Pro. But this time Xiaomi's made some small tweaks to the hypercharging. It comes with a super boost mode as well, which ensures that the phone is to 100% in just 18 minutes. So this is the Xiaomi 12 Pro 5G, and we've just quickly set it up. We haven't yet put in a SIM or connected to the Wi-Fi, but we've just unboxed it. So this phone of course runs a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 processor, and it comes with 12GB RAM and 256GB storage. It is a dual SIM phone, but there's no slot for an extra micro SD card. And this is of course a premium flagship. It runs on MIUI 13 out of the box, and it comes with Android 12, which is good to see on a Xiaomi phone finally, because some of the other phones have still been launching with Android 11 on them. Let's quickly take a look at some of the other settings, and yes, of course, it does support a high refresh rate of 120 Hz. You can also set it to 90 Hz. The setting is at default by out of the box, because this ensures that the refresh rate changes dynamically based on your needs. It is also better for your battery consumption. Let's also quickly take a look at the charger in the box. Xiaomi is giving a 120 watt charger inside the box. So this is the charger that you get inside the box. Xiaomi is still giving you the charger in the box, unlike some other flagships which have removed fast charging from the box. This comes with 120 watt fast charging, as we've already pointed out. So you get a cable, and of course you get the phone. Let's quickly take a look at the camera settings. So there are a lot of actually software features that Xiaomi has added in the camera. For instance, it now comes with motion tracking focus. Now Xiaomi claims that the camera will continue to track any object, person, cat, dog, who are you're trying to take a picture of, and they're constantly in motion, and it becomes a bit hard for the focus to get sorted on these cameras. But Xiaomi claims it won't be a problem with the Xiaomi 12 Pro. So you can turn it off. As you can see, by default it was turned off in the settings. It also comes with motion capture, which basically lets you track motion to minimize blur, especially useful if you have young kids, pets, and other active subjects which are constantly in motion. There's an auto night mode which will automatically detect low light conditions and again improve image quality. There's eye tracking focus as well. So basically it makes sure that when a person is in frame, their eyes are also in frame, and it's again tracking their eyes. Again, it might be very useful for videos and pictures as well, making sure that your photos and videos have the person object always in focus. Interestingly, Xiaomi is also letting you save images in the high efficiency image file format. This is something that we've seen on the iPhone. It automatically does that, but out here you have to turn it on. It's not automatically turned on in the settings. And let's quickly see all the lenses. It's got up to 20x zoom out here. Of course, there's an ultra wide mode. There is the 2x zoom, the portrait mode, the pro mode, which is pretty standard again on most flagship phones at least. And these are some of the other features that you can access in the Xiaomi camera. Remember, there is no macro mode out here, which is interesting to see that Xiaomi hasn't gone the macro route, with the camera. So this is the Xiaomi 12 Pro. We've taken a quick look at it. We'll of course have a detailed review of this phone, how the camera performs. All those details will be out soon once the review is out. But so far it looks very sleek, very promising for a flagship phone. How that camera performs, we'll just have to wait and see. Now let's take a look at the other device that Xiaomi has launched, which is the Xiaomi Pad 5. Now, this is a tablet which is coming from the house of Xiaomi after a really long time. They used to have a tablet in India called the Mi Pad, and that used to be an 8-inch or a 7-inch tablet. I don't quite remember the exact size, but it was an impressive device. So this is the Xiaomi Pad 5, and it's designed to take on the baseline iPads, and it's supposed to be like the solution for, if you've been looking for a good Android tablet but you don't want to get, one of the premium Samsung tablets. This is trying to create a niche in that market. The tablet market, as we know, especially the affordable tablets, are kind of hard to recommend. There's always a lot of problems with either the display or the camera or the software. Xiaomi Pad wants to resolve all of those issues. As you can see, it's got a 2.5K resolution display. It's a 120Hz screen and Dolby Vision is supported. This is an LCD screen, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a terrible screen. They've got quad speakers and Dolby Atmos is supported. It runs Qualcomm Snapdragon 860, which is a fairly efficient and high-performing chipset. It's got a fairly large battery as well, 8720 mAh, and it's got a 22.5 watt inbox charger. So let's quickly, unbox the Xiaomi Pad 5 and take a look at what this is. And yes, the design does remind one of the iPad. If you look at it from the back, it does look like an iPad clone. Xiaomi is also going to be launching a pencil and a keyboard cover with it for those who need these kind of things. And it's not just a tablet aimed at entertainment, but also trying to, answer your productivity needs as well. One of the key things in a tablet is how the software and the user interface looks like. Apple has got that right to some extent with the iPad OS, and Xiaomi is trying to do some improvements on MIUI 13 out here. So it's not just MIUI 13 as say you experience it on a smartphone, but this is MIUI 13 which has been redesigned entirely for the tablet. And as you can see, when you set it up, Xiaomi's UI will tell you there's the swipe up from the lower home screen to lower edge of the screen to go to the home page, and you can open recents, how to go back on the tablet. And they're calling it actually Mi Pad OS. So let's take a look at what this looks like So this is the Mi Pad. We've just set it up. Again, we haven't yet had time to connect it to Wi-Fi. There is no LTE variant in India. India is only getting the Wi-Fi only version, and it starts at 128GB storage. Xiaomi is not bringing a 64GB storage option. The RAM remains at 6GB, but the storage options range from 128 to 256GB. So as you can see, there's a little dock at the bottom, and if you just swipe up, you can just simply go to Google. If you swipe up, you can just go back home. You can have a floating window as well. So Google Chrome can actually function as a floating window out here. Any of the app can actually function as a floating window. You just have to do a long press and it will be like a floating window. You also have split view supported on this, which means that you can have two apps running side by side. Let me just quickly do that. So some apps here support split windows, and you can just long press on the app by going to the recents, and there you have it, like two apps running at the same time. So I have Google Chrome open out here, and I have the file manager open out here. And this will be useful for someone who's taking notes and who actually has access to the Mi Pencil. You could be watching something out here and you could just be taking notes with the pencil out here. Or again, and if you want to close it, you can just do exit, and as you can see, it's gone. Like the floating windows are gone. Xiaomi says that they've redesigned all their key apps for the tablet experience. For instance, the weather app will change according to the orientation of the tablet. It's designed for this. Xiaomi has also introduced a lot of features which will work with the pencil. Now, since I don't have the Mi Pencil, I can't really show those to you. But the Mi Pencil will also bring in some productivity features. Of course, there's a bit of learning curve out here because the software is going to be different from, say, what Mi UI actually typically works like. But it'll be interesting if actually Xiaomi can pull this off and have and if the user interface actually works as smoothly as they're claiming. This could be a pretty useful device. And again, simply to do split view, we just... So not all apps, if you can see, support split screen. For instance, Netflix is not supporting split screen. So you'll just have to exit. But some apps which do support split screen, so you'll be able to use two apps side by side. Again, this is on MIUI 13. It's on Android 11. It's not on Android 12. So do keep that in mind. This variant has 256 GB storage, and as I mentioned, it comes with 6 GB RAM. The camera at the back is 13 MP. And the interesting thing about the camera is that it more than just, it's designed to let you take pictures of your documents quite easily. So there is, as you can see in the camera, there is a mode for documents. So if you have a document that you're taking a picture of, the Xiaomi camera will quickly, recognize that and take a picture accordingly to making sure that your document and the text in it is in sharp focus. So that's quite useful. The front camera is 8 MP. And again, a lot of people will have use for the front camera on a tablet if you're relying on it for video calls, etc. So yeah, this is the Xiaomi Pad 5 and it looks quite promising. How it delivers, how it performs, we'll let you know that in the course of our review. But right now it looks like a very interesting tablet, and if it could just become one of the recommended sought after Android tablets in the market if it delivers on all the promises and claims that it's making. So these are the two new devices from Xiaomi. We've just quickly unboxed them and gone through some of the features. We haven't, of course, taken a full in-depth look, and we will do that in our review, so stay tuned for that. This is the Xiaomi 12 Pro 5G, and yes, it will compete against the likes of the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, the OnePlus 10 Pro, and the other flagship phones that are coming to the market, given how it's spec'd out and the camera and the specifications. And this is the Mi Pad 5, which frankly looks a lot more interesting to me. I'm really intrigued to see how this tablet actually performs and whether it can be that reliable Android tablet in the market.